Hello everyone from Bodrum. This is a joint broadcast by Go Türkiye and Our Passport. Today I'm going to welcome two guests, actually two expats living in Turkey. They are already in Bodrum. I'll welcome them at Milas Bodrum Airport and take them to Tower Prime Class lunch to treat them some Turkish coffee, maybe some Turkish dessert, so that we can talk about their wonderful Turkey memories. Buckle up, it's coming up now. So here we are at Tower Prime Class Lounge at International Terminal of Milas Bodrum Airport. Today I have two precious guests. One of them is a Dominican beauty, successful painter, dear Laura Margarita. And my other guest is Australian tourism group, general manager of Raffles Istanbul Hotel, dear Andrew Steele. Hello, welcome to Bodrum.
Thank you for having us.
How are you?
It's so great to see you at Tower Prime Class Lounge at International Terminal here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wonderful to be here.
Thank you. So, I have lots of questions to ask you. You are both big-time lover of Turkey. So I would like to start with you, Laura, because you've been living in Turkey for a long time, more than Andrew. So my first question is going to be about your story. Can you share it with us?
Of course. When I were going to the university in New York, I had multiple friends from Turkey, and I kept hearing stories from them, how wonderful it was the country, how much I must come to visit. And one day I decided, why not? I will go with my girlfriends on vacation and take a look at this wonderful country. So I jumped on a plane with them, and the first moment that I stepped foot in the nation, I said, I have to come back. I have to stay here. I
And
cannot
was that
leave.
exactly what year you were in Turkey first?
First time I came, it was in 2008. And once I came, I kept coming back. Then in 2013, I decided to come back and never left. And I've been here ever since.
So you got married, I think, in Turkey, right?
I did. I got married. I had my son 6 years ago. He just turned 6 3 days ago on the 20th of July. It has been a wonderful experience. How welcoming, warm, satisfying experience I have lived in Turkey. Everyone is very kind. The country is very generous. The beauty, the history. There is so much to see and so much to. It's like every time that I think about it, I say, what is the next step? Because the country doesn't stop offering new opportunities. And me being a painter, I keep mesmerizing myself with the beauty from the eastern part of country to the north part of the country, from the mountains, from the ocean. I keep saying, oh Lord, like, where did you bring me? So I couldn't be any happier just to have come here. So my experience is a non-stop experience. I am living a dream just being here.
So do you see any similarities between Dominican culture and Turkish culture?
Absolutely, so much. Being warm, being welcoming, hospitality, the food, traditions, family values, respect for the elders. There is so much that we have in common.
And you have lots of natural beauties as well over there. It's a beautiful country.
Thank you very much.
So how about you, Andrew? You are very new to Turkey as far as I know.
I
So
am, yes.
what is your story?
I was raised in Hong Kong. My grandparents and my parents were there in the airline industry. And as a young man flying with my father around the world and staying in great hotels, I I looked at it and said, I think this is the career for me. And I've been in this business for 30 years, predominantly in Southeast Asia. And when I had the opportunity to come to Turkey, it was an instant yes. We've been here as a family in the past and fell in love with the country. Just the warmth, the hospitality, and as Laura said, it's got such diversification. You can be in mountains, you can be skiing, you can be on the Adriatic coast. It's an incredible country.
So when was the first time you visited Turkey?
A few years ago, we were based in the Maldives, which was a wonderful posting, but the opportunity again to come here, we were so close. And you're in that gateway between East and West. I mean, hence why you have the Asian side and the European side. So it was an absolute no-brainer for us to come. And we have a lot of Turkish friends that are here that were calling us over the years, please come, please come, please come. So finally, it's now home. So we're very, very happy to be here.
Welcome then.
Thank you.
Welcome to Turkey. So Laura, what was the most surprising thing when you arrived to Turkey?
One thing that it has stayed very vivid in my memory is the first time that I went to a restaurant along the side of the Bosphorus in the European side. And I was sitting with my girlfriends just looking at the Asian side, and I could grasp, I felt that I could just touch another continent. Being in a city bicontinental, the only city bicontinental in the world, is pretty amazing. Just sitting there and being able to see another continent across the Bosphorus is something very special.
So you're a successful artist, a painter. I even visited your exhibition in London. So do you get inspired by Istanbul?
I do get inspired by Istanbul and Turkey in general. Most of my paintings are inspired by the ocean. So for me, it's very easy just to go outside for a walk, take a look at the Bosphorus, if I am in Istanbul at the moment, and just get inspired. Turkey is a big inspiration, indeed.
With its history, with its natural beauty, with its people.
With the history, and especially because 3 parts of the country surrounded by water, the north, the south, the west, where do you find another country with such a mountain line of coastline? For me, it is very inspiring. It's one of those key points that I always say, Turkey is the country that everyone must visit, at least once in a lifetime.
I agree with that.
100%.
So how about you, Andrew? What was the most surprising thing that you ever experienced when you arrived?
I think for us, when we arrived here, just the hospitality. I've had the privilege to live and work in over 15 countries and visited probably over 60. And just that Turkish hospitality was so incredible, no matter where you were in the country. Everyone's very open, very friendly, and very welcoming. When my family and I arrived at the Raffles Istanbul, the team just went out of their way to make sure that we felt that hospitality and that welcome. So that was incredibly inspiring, and I think it allows us as a team, but also as a group, to be very confident in what we're able to do here in Turkey.
So how about Bodrum? We are in Bodrum right now, so let's talk about this beautiful town. So Laura, is this your first time or you've been keep coming to Bodrum?
I come here quite often. For me, Bodrum is a very special city. I had an exhibition last year which keeps my heart quite warm. Bodrum has so much to offer. One of the beauties of Bodrum is the archaeological museum that offers so much throughout the year, especially during summer times. They hold a lot of events, cultural events. This is one of those cities that once you come, you have to return. I've been coming to Bodrum for the last, I would say, 7-8 years, and I will continue to come back because there is so much in terms of the beauty of the country, of the city, in terms of the cuisine. Just like Andrew said, the hospitality. Wherever you go, they offer you something to eat, and that's something quite good, let's say, but at the same time, you keep gaining some kilos. Whenever I come, I go back home with 2 or 3 extra kilos.
That might be the only
Yes.
problem probably
Yes.
you can ever experience.
I wouldn't call it a problem, but let's say that we have to work hard to get those kilos off.
You need to go to the gym, that's for sure.
Yes, definitely. Well, this is something that I am very much in love with the city of Bodrum, because how much the food is very delicious, the sweets especially.
Yeah, we're gonna come to that topic. But before, I would like to ask the same question to Andrew. How about you, Andrew? Have you
So,
ever been to Bodrum
No,
before?
this is our first time. I think having a home in Bali, we sort of feel that we have a house by the beach, and the Turkish Aegean is just spectacular. I mean, we have friends that have been here for years, raving about you have to come here. The waters are completely different, and having spent 2 years in the Maldives, I can tell you it's very much on par. Everyone says, and I missed out on a boat trip last month with some friends from the UK who hired, I believe you call it gulats, is that correct?
Correct,
And,
gulets. There are many gulets.
Right.
And it's very common to, take a tour with the gulets in different bays around Bodrum.
And
I love it personally.
Absolutely, and they spent, I think the original plan was 5 nights and ended up staying, I think, 10.
Wow.
So I think it shows how wonderful the space is, and I know now that we're based here in Istanbul, we'll be coming far more often.
But the water is very diverse here, and how you go from one beach to another. You have one with white sand, one with gray sand. Some of them has rocks, so it gives you that opportunity
Okay.
to be in Bodrum, and at the same time you feel like you are in a different place
And it's a great location for scuba divers as well.
as well.
It's very popular. Lots of people are just coming specifically for that. So speaking of Bodrum, by the way, there's a little, small, beautiful town in the northern part of Bodrum called Milas. It's famous for its local products, carpets, and olive oil.
Right.
So I'm sure you are familiar with Turkish olive oil and the cuisine itself. So Laura, I would like to hear a little bit from you about Turkish cuisine.
For me, it is one of the best cuisine. Everything is fresh. The amount of vegetables, the amount of seafood. Being in Bodrum, Milas, for example, you have the fishermen's fishing every morning, very early, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. They come back, and you're just going to the fish markets. You just grab it, mix it with the olive oil, the uncooked fish, if you are one of the fans. And it's just something very delicious.
Do you cook Turkish cuisine items at home?
I do. I enjoy cooking very much, especially the Asian cuisine, local dishes. I always try to ask the locals for new recipes, and I give it a try. Some of them could come out very good. Other ones I need to give it a second try.
Yeah, not easy, of course.
No.
But kids love it too.
They
love
do.
it,
They
Turkish
do.
cuisine items. So how about you, Andrew? Have you ever had a chance to try any items?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a foodie at heart. I think one of the things, the biggest challenge I have when I go to Turkish friends' homes for dinner is that how do you get past meze? I have
I love
yet
meze
to get
too.
to main
I
course.
love it.
It's so fantastic. As Lara was saying, it's so fresh, and you have hummus, you have all the different varieties, and sucuk and everything else, and we love it. But we found out the hard way that then a main course comes after, and you're sort of holding your belly, going, "Oh, I think I've had more than enough." But it's delicious.
But yes, those olives are very delicious, and the amount of olives that they have here are extraordinary.
Yeah, I agree with you. Turkey is one of the biggest olive oil and olive exports in the world. So we have all around, especially in Bodrum, and as I said, in the north of Bodrum in Milas area.
You can just grab a piece of bread, dip it in the olive oil,
Yeah.
and enjoy it. You don't need to add anything else.
Fantastic. Speaking of olive oil, here's my other gift for you. Some olive oil and olive
Thank you.
from Milas region.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. It's very kind.
So you can cook at home and also serve it to your friends and family. Beautiful, right?
It's wonderful.
It's fully organic.
100%,
Local and natural.
100% olive oil.
Exactly. Enjoy it.
Very kind. Thank you so much.
You know, I only cook with olive oil. I am a big fan, so this is a very nice gift.
And I hope
Very
it's only
highly-
Turkish one.
Very highly appreciated. Only Turkish from the Aegean region.
Wonderful. So since we are talking about food, I would like to treat you some traditional Turkish coffee. And here's our Turkish coffee in beautiful traditional Turkish coffee cups.
Thank you.
I love Turkish coffee. I
you
drink
very much.
at least like 3 times a day. So do you like Turkish coffee, Andrew?
Yes, I actually do like Turkish coffee. I find I like espresso, so I think it suits me very well.
I love it. I drink at least 3 times a day. So it's quite delicious and healthy.
I like it only when it's Turkish coffee.
Please enjoy. So Andrew, since you're a tourism expert, I really want to hear it from you. How do you see the tourism investment potential of Turkey?
I think the tourism investment potential in Turkey is very strong. I know we as a group are looking to continue to manage and operate hotels here in the country, and I think that's a great sign of the potential for any investor coming into the country to look at tourism. And while I've only been here a few months and visited here prior, you can see the expansion of the tourism industry here in the country, not just in Istanbul and places like Bodrum, but throughout the country as a whole. I think there is huge opportunity. I'm personally quite bullish on how I see Turkey going forward, and I look forward to spending the next decade plus here,
We say inshallah,
inshallah.
hopefully.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
So how about you, Laura, as a tourist, as an expat, as a foreigner, how do you see the tourism potential of Turkey?
Well, Turkey has so much to offer. I believe with the amount of tourists coming during winter, summer, spring, autumn, there is a big potential for investment. I myself purchased a home as soon as I moved into the country. So I believe in the next 5 years, the country is going to develop a lot more. And with the large amount of coast, those who want to come just for a summer home, this is the perfect country to invest. With the history of the country, for example, Istanbul, the city where I purchased myself my home, being the capital of Eastern Roman Empire, that on itself is an attraction for so many people to want to come and live the experience of the Turkey nation. Why not come and invest if you have the possibility and the opportunity to purchase an apartment, a house, a piece of land where to build your future or part of your future? I believe is a great investment. There is so much that you can do in Turkey. Turkey, for example, is growing all the agriculture. It has very rich soil. Most of the food that we consume is produced locally. That is also a reason why to invest in the country.
Yeah.
Geographically, we can say geographically speaking, Turkey is the gate to Europe. Let's say it is ideal to come here from either the Middle East or from Europe. It's very close. It's a key point to the countries that are key at the moment.
It's a great location, right in the middle of everything. An incredible hub for tourism and for business as well.
Absolutely. And like I said earlier today, you have 3 parts of the country surrounded by water. So why not come and invest in Turkey? It is the perfect place.
So, how about the other destinations in Turkey? What's your favorite besides Istanbul and Bodrum, Laura?
My other favorite destination is Izmir. It's a key point. It's a beautiful city. It's a coastal city. You have Çeşme, you have Alaçatı, you have Kuşadası, you have Ephesus, you have an amphitheater. For me, this is a beautiful city that has so much to offer. And again, you have all this beautiful agriculture, the lemon trees, the orange trees, the tangerines.
So Turkey is one of the biggest exporter of Turkish citrus as well. We have orange, we have tangerine, lemon, you name it. So I love that part of Turkey as well. We call it Turkasian.
Yes, Turkasian.
It's incredible. Doesn't matter what time of the year, summer, winter, they're all beautiful. So,
Then you have Cappadocia. There is so much to see.
so how about you, Andrew? What's your favorite destination in Turkey besides Istanbul and Bodrum?
You know, I love Istanbul, to be honest. It's a reason why we came here. You know, the fact that, 330 AD, Constantine moved to open up the Roman Empire in the east here, and to live there and see that you've got Roman, Byzantine, Ottoman, and now modern Turkey. It's fascinating. And we went recently down to Cappadocia, and I was absolutely blown away. We were incredibly lucky. We got an incredible balloon ride, which was absolutely a first for myself and for my wife, and it was exceptional. It was absolutely a mind-blowing experience. So we arrived in Cappadocia, and we were absolutely blown away how fantastic a destination it is. From ferry chimneys to the night church, it was absolutely beautiful. We had the opportunity to take a very early morning balloon flight that I have to say, in my all my years of traveling around the world and probably more than 60 countries, was one of the top 5 experiences that we had.
Wow.
Absolutely breathtaking.
What a big statement.
It was totally worth going. I highly recommend it.
You've been to Cappadocia?
I have. I love Cappadocia very much. Just like Andrew said, the city is quite special. You have the underground city in Cappadocia.
Yes, yeah.
You have the open air museum where you can admire the balloons if you are an early bird. You have all those local places with these ladies working the ceramics, hand painting. It's a city that you also have to go.
You can also do horse riding and go around the valley and visit those underground churches. They are not only cities, because early Christians, they settled in their neighborhood and they dig the ground and built their own first-time churches in the history.
One of my favorite valleys is the Rose Valley. It's one of my favorites to go horseback riding. It's very precious.
Yeah, we walked through that valley, and it's a good 15-kilometer walk. And initially we were a little bit, that's quite a walk. But when we got there, it's absolutely divine. You're in this ravine that just flows through, and you've got the river and the poplar trees, and it's absolutely amazing.
And the food is exquisite.
Yes.
They have this special dish with the lamb, which they cook in some sort of a ceramic pot. They cook it for hours in these open air ovens. It is something special.
Yeah. And also lots of people are going there for camping. You could do overnight camping in the valley actually. People just pack and they go and stay over. It's a fantastic experience.
It is also a new destination for the younger crowd with the music festival that started 2 years
They do
ago.
music festivals, fashion festivals. It's a cultural center as well.
Absolutely.
So great choice.
I met a few French people who are living in Cappadocia for the last 15, 20 years. It is a great destination.
So since we are talking about travel, let's talk about the airport. So what does airport mean to you guys? Laura?
It's the gate to the world. It is experience, new friends, new cultures. It is a place that you go and you say, where am I going next? It's a discovery. It's the gate. It's the gate to the world.
So how about you, Andrew? What does airport mean to you?
Having a father and a grandfather that were both in the aviation industry,
Wow.
airports have a lot of meaning for me. I think for me it was always the start of an exciting journey, or arriving into a destination and knowing that a new experience, a new discovery is going to come. So I love going to the airport. I think you get excited and ready for your next journey. So I'm super happy to see that we have lounges like this that we get to come and enjoy to make that experience a little bit easier for us.
So that's my next question. How did you find this beautiful TAV Prime Class lounge?
Extremely convenient. It's a lifesaver. Once you come to the airport, you don't want to waste the time running from one gate to the other. You simply come to the lounge, you sit down, you enjoy a cup of coffee, a very nice glass of orange juice, freshly made orange juice, or you grab a bite and you sit here and enjoy your time.
How about you, Andrew? How did you find this beautiful lunch?
I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Being in the hospitality business, the team did an exceptional job. I always think time is precious. So the ability to be a member and go through the fast track system is priceless, frankly.
Especially when you have kids, it helps
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It gets more complicated,
Absolutely.
right? To go through the lines and
It
everything.
helps a lot. And you have a large variety of food that you can choose from. It's very convenient. I would say to anyone who can enroll, do it. It is a time saver.
And since you like it so much, I would like to give a little gift of annual membership card of TAV Passport, so you can enjoy not only this lounge, but many other lounges all around the world. So
Very
let me
kind.
give my little gift to you
Thank
guys.
you very much.
Very kind, thank you.
So here's your little gift of TAV Passport cards. Please
Thank you very
enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take the privilege of all the fast tracks, lunch, even airport transfer.
Ah,
A member card. A
Yes.
membership card.
I hope the names are
Should we
correct.
open it?
Yes, you can open it. You can take the privilege of all the advantages of this card, not only in Turkey, all around the world.
Thank you
super,
very
thank
much.
you so much, I appreciate it.
So, dear Laura, dear Andrew, thank you very much for coming. I really enjoy every single moment of our conversation.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, I very much enjoyed being here.
Anytime. So that's all for the week. We will have some other guests on our next episode. So please follow us on social media accounts of Go Türkiye and TAV Passport. And don't forget to watch the other episodes of Love of Türkiye. See you soon.